Good morning, everyone. It's a great pleasure to hear today. My name is Abdul Fattah. I'm a student of Indraprasta University. Before we begin, let me ask you a simple question. Have you ever thought about how a picture, a logo, or even a simple gesture can communicate meaning without using a simple word? Okay. In this time, I'll make the video to fulfill the midterm test for the academic speaking. Okay. According to my questions before, that exactly what we are going to explore today is about semiotic. Okay. So why I choose the semiotic? Because this, according to Roland Barthes, what is a semiotic? Okay. Do you know what is the semiotic? Is it? Okay. According to Roland Barthes, his French thinker built in Ferdinand de Saussure work to show us that signs are everywhere in words, image, clothes, food, and even in the way we arrange our furniture. There are many of the semiotic. So semiotic itself is the study of the sign and symbol in their interpretation. It is how we create and understand meaning through everything around us. For example, when we look at the traffic lamp, there are meaning of them. The red lamp for stop, yellow for warning, and green for drive-through. So we can find another symbol not only in public but also for our gesture, like when you nod your head, has meaning that you agree with the decision. Okay. The element of semiotic or semiology, there are many elements that we are going to talk this time. The first is language and speech. Language is therefore, so to speak, language minus speech. It is the same time a social institution and as a system of values. A social institution, it is by no means an act and it is not subject to premeditation. So it is clear, right, that in language there is no action in doing it. So, we are going to move to the speech. What about speech? Speech essentially is a combinative activity that is correspondent to an individual act, not to pure creation. In speech, we can make it simple definition like this. This expression of the ability to express thoughts and feelings by articulated sounds. So it is different from the language we talked about before, right? Or we can also say in the speech is the communication of thought through spoken words, encompassing both the physical ability to speak and the content being expressed. Okay, I hope you got what I mean. Next is signifier and signified. Okay, if we talk about signifier, it's always talk about the sign. For example, when I say the signifier, what you actually you see or you hear. Example, then when I say like the word of rose, it means a picture of a rose, a flower of the rose. That the signifier. But for the signified, it's what's meant to you about that rose. It means love, romance, or beauty. Okay, is it clear, right? Next is syntax and system. Syntax is a linear sequence combination of linguistic units, such as word in a sentence or even in a narrative. Syntax creates meaning through the order in which elements are arranged. For example, the meaning of the tall boy is eating a hot dog will be different when I said a hot dog is eating the tall boy. From this sentence, we can see the difference of meaning that we called as a syntax. Okay, next. Denotation and connotation. Denotation, when I gave the sample, this one. The denotation of snake. Okay, snake is an animal, a ledger or reptile. Okay, that's called as a denotation. But for the connotation, when I said about the snake, Connotation snake is might often suggest something dangerous. Okay, something dangerous, deceitful, or untruthfully. Calling someone a snake means you think they are traitor or something that untruthworthy, not a reptile. Okay, so we can make conclusion that the notation is referred to literal or dictionary definition of a sign, but connotation is the hidden meaning. Okay, hidden meaning of feeling behind a word. Okay. Next, semiotic and language teaching. The semiotic can be application for the teaching. Semiotic can enrich language teaching by making vocabulary more meaningful, deconstructing advertising in the media, and of course exploring cultural stereotypes. Okay, the first one, uncovering hidden meanings. Yeah, Bart distinguishes between denotation and connotation, analyze symbols, metaphors, or imagery in a text to uncover deeper meaning. For example, from the Laskar Pelangi movie, encourage readers to see education as a both a struggle and light of hope. Second, analyzing character development, sign, signifier, and signified in names, clothing, language, and behavior construct the image of character. Explore the symbolic aspect of character. In Laskar Pelangi, the character itself not only through plot, but also through the sign attached to him. The construction narrative structure. Applying the Bart's concept of code to analyze how narrative are structured and how meaning is created through plot, character, and setting. Identify the different codes at play in the text and explore how they interact to shape the reader's interpretation. Okay, it's mean when give the sample. What are the confession of the detective novel genre? How does the author use this confession to produce suspense and mystery? Understanding myth and ideology. Okay, Butler said that myth is a second order system of sign. The ideological message hidden in the text. Identify how literature reinforce or challenge cultural values. Example, in Romeo and Juliet, myth of the true love emphasizes sacrifice for love, but it can also be read as a critique of family values and partiality. Next, examining point of view or perspective. Analyze how the narrator's perspective shapes the reader's understanding of the story. Whose voices are privileged in the text, whose voices are marginalized or silenced. Okay, from that presentation, we can make the conclusion that applying semiotic theory in language and literature teaching provide a powerful framework for fostering critical thinking, enhancing interpretive skills, and promoting cultural awareness among students. By understanding the underlying science system that set meaning in text and cultural artifacts, students can move beyond surface level interpretation and uncover hidden ideologies, challenge dominant narrative, and develop a deeper appreciation of the complex relationship between language, culture, and power. Okay, I hope you get what I explained before. Thank you for today. See you. Bye.